Say, that Mr. Edison's a wonder, ain't he? Abraham Lincoln used to read Shakespeare and study law by the light of a pine knot in the fireplace. My grandfather used a tallow candle. Mom and me used a kerosene lamp, and Mr. Edison lights up a room with a red hot hairpin in a bottle. Well, my son and his wife have got them all over the house. When I went to visit them, I had one in my bedroom. Say, I had an awful time putting that light out. You see, it was hung up by a string to the ceiling. John and his wife had gone to bed, and I didn't want to wake them up, so I tried every scheme I could think of. I blew on it till I got so dizzy I come putting air falling out the window, and I turned some water onto it, and that didn't seem to do no good. So I thought I should have to cut that thing off and throw it outdoors, but then I thought probably it would light up the whole dooryard and folks would think there's a fire, but say, I finally thought of a scheme. Yeah, you see, they had a bureau there in the room on little wheels. Well, I hauled that bureau right up under that there lighting apparatus and untied, probably half a dozen knots in that string, and I let that bottle down and shot up in the bureau drawer. Well, by jingoes, I was mighty glad Sile Haskins wasn't there, or I should never hear the last of that. You see, Sile and me went down to Boston a couple of years ago to the Mechanics' Fair on the excursion. $3.50 down and back, and we stayed with one of Sile's relatives out in the edge of town. And the first night, just as we was getting ready for bed after Sile had wound his watch, he took it by the chain and let it right down into the water pitcher. Says I, Sile Haskins, what under the sun do you think you're a-doing? Well, Sile said he felt kind of poor because he'd spent 40 cents in Boston that day, and Ab Tolliver told him if he got short of money to soak his watch. Well, Sile's got it in for me all right, because I spread that story all over town. It seemed to me too good to keep. Say, have you ever been up in one of these here elevator machines? Well, I'd like to see you the first time you go. I went up in one of them, and I was down to the city to see an old Pineville boy that works up in the top of one of them skyscrapers. I thought the whole building was going when we started, but say, that's the slickest way to go upstairs ever I see, tell you folks. All you have to do is to step right into a little iron cage and shut the door, and up you go. Talk about a mile a minute. Well, we went a mile a second. We went 12 miles right up into the air. I counted the miles as we went up. They were marked right on the side of the wall. I guess we should have gone right out through the roof if that chauffeur hadn't stopped us. I guess he see us was coming, because he stopped so darn quick I thought my knees are coming right up to the top of my head. But say, the going up wants nothing to the coming down. Gee, Rushy, I thought the bottom had dropped out of the city. Well, I'll tell you the rest later. Say, by the way, did you ever hear a fiddle talk? Well, when our Mary was a little gal, she used to be an awful sleepyhead, and Mom used to call her in the morning something like this. Mariah, time to get up. Second call. Yes, Mama, I'm coming in a minute.